have discussed. I'll just quickly go through the topics which we have discussed yesterday. Yes, if you have any doubts during the session, please enter in chat window. And so that I can just go through the doubts and I can give the explanation. And still, if you are not able to understand, so that we can come on to the speakers and we'll discuss. I hope everyone has received the video file yesterday, recorded file. If not, please send your email again in the chat window. If you have already given yesterday, no problem. It's not an issue. We'll again send it today. Yes. Okay. So what we have discussed yesterday, we talked about RPA. What exactly the RPA? Robotic Process Automation. Yes, Adisheshu, others are able to hear. You please. Log out and log in. Yeah, we'll send it today, Murtuza. Definitely we'll do it today. Yes. Definitely we'll do it. Please send your phone number also, so that we'll create a WhatsApp group for this. Fine. So what we have discussed yesterday is robotic process automation. So what is the basic definition of automation? Sequence of steps which are performed without any human interference. So when the human workforce is working on a particular business application, okay. So now I would like to replace with the digital workforce. I would like to replace with digital workforce, nothing but a robotics. So then we will go for doing the automation, and whatever the business processes which are in the sequence of meaningful activities that we'll do. So what robotic will do, it will mimic a human user, how the human is going to work on the business application. Like he will log into the applications and how he is going to perform the steps. Same steps the robotic will do, like exactly same as clicks, navigations, and typing, etc. Yes. Okay. So by using RPA, we can go for automate a business application which is repetitive, as well as which are rule-based. Rule-based things can be automated. And this is definition what we have discussed. Sequence of steps performed without human interactions. Sequence of meaningful activities, we call it as a process. And the robotic will do the mimicking of an human. And this is book definition, which we have. Robotic automation refers to a process automations where software drives this all. And what are the different sectors are going to implement the RPA on the top of their business application, like banking sector, financial services, insurance sector, healthcare and pharma, manufacturing, high-tech and telecommunications, travels and logistics. In these domains, again, exactly which business processes they are going to automate, means in which area they are going to automate. Okay. For example, if we look at insurance sector, they are going to strongly adopt RPA technology in the claims processing and when they are getting the new business preparations. Okay, there they are going to do it. It is right. So that's how it's going to work. And then as per the KPM survey, almost all the enterprises are ready to adopt the RPA technology from now onwards. It's like around 33% of this. And what are different RPA tools here we have to solve this RPA automation process? There are a number of tools like RPA is not today. It started in 2004, 5, 6. It's almost more than 10 years. But earlier we used to write a script to automate any business application. We used to write a script. But now we are not going to write any script. Everything is through workflow. It's an overview, Sahos. It won't take more than a couple of minutes. Yes, overview. So now all these RPA tools are like graphical user interface tools, okay, like Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath, like this number of tools we have. And out of that, those four are major: Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath, and WorkFusion. And as for Forrester Wave, who are the leaders in the market? You can see that leaders are three members. These three members are leaders. Automation Anywhere is in number one place. Blue Prism is in second place. UiPath is in third place. Then there are strong performers. These all people are strong performers in the RPA industry, like WorkFusion. They are tie up with Pegasystems, and like others like Redwood Software, some other people. Okay. Then there are some contenders who are working with different strategies and like this. And we'll see RPA is benefited, like the clients who are benefited different formats like government, outsourcing, banks, and some of the companies are implemented RPA, adopted, and some processes they have automated, and these are the benefits they have got: either cost cutting or man hours reduced or FTE saved, full-time equivalent, and number of robots they have implemented. This is banking sector, healthcare, insurance, logistics. So almost all have made it. And who are the RPA? We discussed there are two types of RPAs, right? Front office robot, back office robot. This and Blue Prism, which is mainly suitable for back office robot. UiPath basically suitable for front office robot. Automation Anywhere is basically suitable for front office as well as for back office robots. Okay. So at least two RPA tools are required for industry right now. The people are expecting in the market: Automation Anywhere and Blue Prism. Okay. So these two we are going to discuss. We are going to talk about this. Now, what are the different types of jobs and roles we'll see in the RPA sector? If you are already experienced with any business applications, you are already working some business application like ERP application, or you already know how the business process will happen, like invoices, order to cash, or banking sector, or insurance sector. And if you have an experience in RPA, like automation industry, around 3 to 4 years, then you can apply for a RPA architect. So RPA architect is a person, what is their responsibility is they have to understand the client application, like which application they are going to use, and understand the business process. In every application, there will be multiple business processes, right? So the RPA architect must understand that business processes, and he has to explain to the client what are the things can be automated and what are the things cannot be automated. If we say this particular business process I cannot automate, then what is the reason and what is the alternative? Do we have any alternative for an automation? That detailed project report we have to give it to the client, and then once the client is okay with that and it's approved, then we will go for divide this project into the different tasks, and we have to assign this particular task to our team members like RPA developers, and then we have to work with the integration part. And also we have to provide ROI report. ROI stands for return on investment. Whatever the investment client is going to do it on RPA adoption, like that investment return report we have to show it to the client. Like after you implement RPA, this is what returns you are going to get. This is 100%. ROI is 100% is there. That's why most of the clients now they are planning to move to the RPA. The reason is ROI report is 100% perfect. Return on investment is there immediately. The companies are showing the return on investment, so the clients are interested to adopt the RPA technology. So RPA architect is going to demand around 13 to 19 lakhs minimum, that is in the market right now. And RPA developer, this is what we are trying now. We are going to learn RPA tools and identify the business processes which can be automated. And as a RPA developer, what is our job? We have to understand the object process and understand the business process, and we have to design and develop the process, and we have to deploy it. we have to go for deliver this. So this is our this will we can expect as in the initial stage 5 to 9 lakhs of per annum. After developing, generally there is a support role and as well as testing role, but these all are merged with this one only, RPA developer. So definitely there will be only one role, which is RPA developer. A person who has developed the business process is going to take care of the testing as well as the support also. Okay. Then a robotic, like in RPA tools, we call it as a bot. We don't call it as a robotic. Robotic is a general word which we will be using on outside. But when it comes to the RPA sector, in RPA sector, we are going to call it as a bot. We are going to call it as a bot. So what is a bot? Simply we can say bot is nothing but a script. It's a software application that runs automated tasks over the internet. Okay. And what type of bots we have? There are three types of bots: task bot, meta bot, IQ bot. Task bot is basically for repetitive task. If there are some repetitive tasks we have to perform, then we will prepare the task bot. And if we would like to retrieve the data from multiple systems, we'll go for metabot. And in case if you want, say that the bot should think and take a decision dynamically, then we will be working with the bots called IQ bots. Okay, IQ bots are basically to think and guide your task bot and as well as the meta bot. Whatever task bot and meta bot, these two bots cannot think. It will be a performing in a same manner how you are going to execute in the first way. Same way it will be executed in the next level also. But if you say that yes, this task bot and meta bot should think dynamically and change the business process, then you have to go for IQ bots. To think and guide your task bot and meta bot will be using the IQ bots, which are basically the initiation for artificial intelligence. As we know that data science and artificial intelligence is the now future. Like this RPA is going to be the initiator for artificial intelligence. Initiator for artificial intelligence. Okay. We'll be working with the task bot and meta bot, and IQ bots are still in the research mode. So those are not in the live. Some of the areas, those are live, that also we'll see how it will work. Let's see how we can go for create a simple bot. Okay. So any doubts here in this session so that I can discuss? So as I told yesterday, everybody must have one Amazon account. You can install the AutoMachine AnyWhere tool as well as the Blue Prism tool on your system. It's not a problem. But after 14 days, you have to format your system because that software will work only 14 days. The AutoMachine AnyWhere and Blue Prism software works only 14 days. Okay, it won't work more than that. Okay, that's a reason you have to have one separate cloud instance. Okay, as we know already, Amazon is the #1 cloud service providers in the world, and they won't charge for the basic type of instance. Okay, so you have to go to the Amazon AWS server, go to Google and search, and the website is this: aws.amazonwebservices.amazon.com. And once you enter into that area, first you need to have an account. Sign into the console. For account, they'll charge around 2 rupees per year. Per year, they'll be charging 2 rupees. Okay. So once you have an account, then you can prepare your EC2 servers. So EC2 servers are the basic servers which will be provided by the Amazon Web Cloud. They will not charge for some of the basic instances. select EC2 option. Select EC2 option. You will come to know how many instances you have created. Instances, one instance is nothing but one system. One instance is nothing but one system. You can configure yourself one system. Go to running instances. See, myself, I have created 4 instances, right? But I'm not using any of these instances right now. I have stopped, because if you start using multiple instances, then Amazon company will charge. Amazon company will charge for our usage. That's why what I'll do is, always I'll make sure that one instance is running status. Okay. So the reason why we required Amazon Web Services, if you install the software in your system, every 14 days you have to format your system and again install it. Installation won't take more than 30 minutes, maximum 20 minutes we can install either Automation Anywhere or Blue Prism software. Okay. But here, every 14 days again formatting the system is an issue. That's why we are just going to have an Amazon cloud account. So there we have our instance, nothing but our server, and we will go for create an instance. Okay, so go to the actions, instance status. I'm trying to start here. I'm going to start. Let me start the second instance, because in the second instance I have already installed the software. Okay, go to actions, instance, start. Yes. So now I'm going to start the second instance. It's nothing but I'm trying to log into this particular system. We call in cloud, we call it as an instance. Okay. So we can, in our terminology, we can say simply it's another virtual machine, virtual vision. Okay. So there we can see the pending status and status checking and this. And key name, they are going to ask us what is the name of the key. Okay, so tomorrow I'll explain you the entire installation process and all. Today we'll just take a simple example how the bot will be created in Automation Anywhere and how the bot will be executed, and the front end environment of Automation Anywhere tool will be discussing today. Any doubts here, please let me know. It takes time. It takes a couple of minutes for execution. It takes around half an hour time for you to open an account in Amazon Web Services. Okay, so it's better to go ahead with one instance because once we install our software in this instance, after 14 days, what we can do, we can go for create another instance. It won't take more than 5 to 10 minutes to create another instance. Another instance is nothing but another virtual machine, another system. Okay. Now we can see this instance is running status and 2 by 2 checks status. Now now my virtual machine is available. Now I can connect to the virtual machine. Let's connect. When I try to connect to my virtual machine, it's going to ask me download a remote desktop file. So let's download that remote desktop file. And for that remote desktop file, the password is available here. Username is this administrator and get the password. And this password is an encrypted method. Already you have downloaded your key pair, key name. So let's choose your key pair, RTL, RPA, and decrypt your password. Then you will come to know your password. Let me connect to the application, sorry, system. Now press OK. Now this is our virtual machine environment. So now I can see, sorry, now I can see my complete environment here in the cloud, Amazon Web Services Cloud. Here I have already installed my AutoMachine AnyWhere software. This is my AutoMachine AnyWhere application and enterprise client, control room, AutoMachine AnyWhere process InVision. We'll find 3 icons. Most of the work will be on the client, and control room is basically to monitor our bots which we have deployed at the resources workstations. Once we build the bot, then what we'll do, we'll deploy the bot in the different workstations. Okay, different work. We call it as a resource repository. We call it as a reports repository. Now it's going to show me that how many days left this software. So let me go for AutoMachine AnyWhere enterprise client. Now it's showing that 11 days are remaining. So let me continue trial version. Now you can see that AutoMachine AnyWhere is a tool, look and feel from the front end here. So it's very user friendly. It's very GUI. Okay. So we'll be talking about our tasks, these tasks and workflows we are going to design, and schedulers, and then triggers, and manage the bots, defining the bots, and recording the web sessions, running our task, modifying our tasks, creating our new task. This we are going to do it. Whenever we go to the My Task, we can see our tasks. This all we call it as a bot. One task is nothing but one bot here. Okay. And the extension of this task name, like once we create a task and save it, the extension of the task name will be ATMX, AutoMachine AnyWhere, automation tasks. It's a new instance, Saha. It's very simple. You have to create another one. You can have at a time one instance. So what I'll do, I'll stop it and I'll go for launch another instance. It takes maximum 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll go for stop it, the existing one, and I'll go for create a new one. You can create like that. Account is only once. Account is only one time. Account is only one time. Fine. When I go to the My Task, I can see my sample tasks. Sample tasks are nothing but built-in tasks which are provided by the AutoMachine AnyWhere. AutoMachine AnyWhere. These all are the existing tasks. I'll show you how to get it, the built-in tasks some more. These are just simple given by AutoMachine AnyWhere. Okay. Like loops, how the loops will work, how the variables will work, how the files and folders, how to download the file. These all things will work here. Okay. So let me open one particular task. How to open this particular task? You can go for run this. Okay. You can run this task, right click, run option, or you can do it from here also. Select run. So this is built-in task defined by AutoMachine AnyWhere. And this task, what it is going to perform, it's going to open the notepad automatically, and it's going to enter the numbers up to 20. Then it's going to compare each and every number with number called 10. When that number is equal to the 10, it's going to exit from the task. You can see here right side your task runtime window, which line your script is executing, what is the status. Okay. So here I would like to see the script, internal script. I would like to make some changes in this particular bot. Right click, edit, right click, edit. Then we can see task editor. Now we can see task editor. 90% of our work will be in the projects in this task editor. 90% of our work will be task editors. Yes, Sagar, you can go ahead with your credit card details, not a problem. Okay, it's not a problem. Fine. So AutoMachine AnyWhere Enterprise Client. This is task editor. Which task you have opened? Loops.atmx. Loops.atms is the task you have opened. One task is nothing but a script, sequence of actions you are going to perform. Okay, here. So don't worry, we don't write this all code. So left side you can see the commands which are available. Okay, all these commands we are going to discuss and use these commands in our task. Use these commands in our task. Okay, so this code we are not going to write, but this script also is very user friendly. The moment when you see that, you can understand the script also. For example, if we look at here, the first line code, this is comment. What is the meaning of comment? The following command will clear the contents of the clipboard. Comment means that code will not be executed. That code will not be executed, right? That's called comment. Next, you are going to clear any clipboard data is there. In case if you have copied some information into your clipboard, that's going to be so that's going to be cleared. After that, what your script is going to do, it's going to open the notepad application. It's going to open notepad application. Then it's going to take some time, delay 2000 microseconds. 2000 milliseconds it's going to take. It's going to delay. Then you are going to do some keystrokes, nothing but from the keyboard you are going to enter some information, right? And press enter key. Then after that you are going to press tab and you are going to do some other actions here. Then again delay, then comment, and then you are going to do the looping. Looping, what exactly the looping? Looping is nothing but the same statements are going to be executed multiple times. When I say multiple times, it depends on the requirement you are going to execute. Here 20 times your statements are going to be executed. Okay. So like that, we can see the script. Don't worry, this is not actually our job. Internally, system will prepare. The application will prepare automatically. This tool will prepare the script. So we will be using these commands. The moment when we use the command, internally system will go for prepare this script. Okay. So we are not going to write any code in the AutoMachine AnyWhere or in the Blue Prism. Okay. So now I would like to create one simple bot. I would like to create one simple bot. So what exactly I would like to do is I want to open a notepad and then I want to enter some information into the notepad. Then after that, I would like to exit from the task. These are the three actions I would like to perform in my task. Okay. So now we are going to discuss how to create a new bot or a new task. Okay. So when we are working in the projects also, whenever we are doing any automation on the business application, first we have to execute that business application as a human. Like a human, how you are going to do the same thing, we will be doing it in the AutoMachine AnyWhere tool or in Blue Prism. Okay. So first we have to understand what are the actions we are going to perform when we are doing the manual process. Then we will capture those actions, and then we will prepare a bot, or we will prepare a task, or we'll go for preparation of a task. Okay. So how to create a new task? Here we have the option, select new. Whenever I go for new option, see, whenever I select new, it's going to ask me, do you want to record your automation task? Do you want to go for web recorder? Do you want to go for object recorder? Do you want to go for task editor? Okay. A record is nothing but whenever we want to do the spying, whenever we want to capture our screen information, like our keystrokes and mouse clicks, generally we'll go for record method. When we are working with the browser applications, web applications, we will go for web recorder method. When we are working for installed applications, for example, some applications are installed which are Windows based desktop applications, then we prefer object recorder. And task editor is a manually you are going to modify the task. Once you record your business process or manual execution, once you record, then you can open the task editor and modify that particular task, or you can go with the next level. Okay. Yes, someone is asking the doubt. Okay, fine. Let's open the task editor. Go to task editor. I'm going with manually preparing a task. This is how we can see the task has opened. So new task, your task editor. This is a task editor, and we are going to create a new task. Here you can see normal and visualize. When we are preparing a task list here, then we can see normal script and right side visualization script also. Okay. So what is our first one? We would like to open a notepad. Okay. So open the notepad is one of the action we have to perform. How this action will be performed? If we look at here, the existing task, here you can see that open command. This is a open. Okay, open notepad.exe is one of the application. So I'm going to copy this command, paste it. Next, after you open the notepad, then you want to enter some information into the notepad. Means you would like to go for keystrokes. Enter some keystrokes. Let's copy some keystrokes command and put it here. If you want to modify this particular command, double click on the command, then it's going to show you here. Okay, so don't worry, it's like a navigation, maybe initially the long process, but once we do couple of examples, because today I just wanted to show you one task, how it's going to be executed. Okay, so that you will come to know how the front end environment look and feel looks like that. That's the reason I'm trying to do it this modify. Okay, so here what I've done, I have selected the window and which window you want to do the, on which window you would like to go for enter your keystrokes, this, and you want to make some information. This is from automation anywhere, and you want to use this enter key like this multiple times. Enter key will be done, then it will have you want to have right click, and we can use variables. We'll be talking about this later. Delay options, encrypted is nothing but it will be like a in decoding format. This press. So this is what the script has prepared. I have not entered this script in my window. I have selected from my special keystrokes option, then it has prepared automatically. It has prepared automatically. Then after that, we would like to go for exit from the task. The task will be automatically closed and not a problem. Let me go for. Right now the task is ready. If we look at here, the task name right side, there is a star mark. What is the meaning of this? Your task is modified. Your task is modified or created, but not saved. Your task is not saved. If you have a star mark, your task is not saved. If the task is not saved, then you cannot run the task. You cannot run your task. So first we have to save the task. Then when we try to save the task, it will ask you in which directory you would like to save the task. We can choose the directory here. So where exactly you would like to save it. You can create your own folder and go for save all your tasks in that area. And by default, it's going to be in this directory. And let enter the name of this one. So let me go for RTL 1. RTL. And do you want to have any password protection for your task? You can go for password protection, but it is available. This feature is available only for purchased versions. If you are a licensed customer for Automation Anywhere, then this option will be available. Okay. Otherwise, it's not available. Then create shortcut on desktop. In case you want to execute this particular task directly from the desktop, you can have a shortcut option from here. Okay. So let me save the task. Now my task is saved successfully. This is what my task. Okay. And I can run the task now. Go for run option. First, the task will be loaded. You can see right side here, my window, it's going to show that. See this. Now, what we have done, first I have opened the notepad. I have entered some keystroke. 2 times I have entered the enter key. Enter key I have entered 2 times. That's why this gap we got from one line to another line. Then here what I have done, here I have selected right click option. That's why you got this pop-up window, right? So again, I want to do something, this option, you have to write next level. That we have number of commands left side that we are going to use it. Okay. So guys, this is how we will go for prepare a simple bot or simple task. Have I written this script? No, I have not written this script. I have just copied the script from existing task, and you can also go for prepare this script by using these commands. Left side you have all these commands we are going to discuss. Okay, so most of the people, what they'll do is they'll just learn these commands, how these commands are working, and they'll be going for interviews. Okay, but actually when we go for interview point of view, the major task is like which business process you have automated, like use cases we have to execute, and multiple different scenarios we have to discuss, the real-time scenarios. Okay, so that's what we are going to talk in our training. So in our training we are going to discuss, okay, multiple scenarios and documentation. So if you are going to do the automation, what are the documents you are going to prepare, like how it will be the real-time documents preparations. Okay. And if you look at the commands, we can see category wise commands left side. And you want to see all the commands at a time, we can see all the commands also here. Okay. In the initial stage, we will be taking simple scripts like this. We are going to apply each and every command, and we are going to test how these commands are going to work. Then we'll take a example of a project. Example of project. In the project, we'll identify what are the applications we are going to automate. We'll install some desktop applications also, because in your system, most of the applications will be browser based. Most of the applications will be browser based. But still, we have to prepare our resume that we have automated window based applications also, right? We have to install that window based applications in our system, and we have to go for automation. Okay, fine. So now, any doubts here in this particular process? Whatever the task we have prepared and executed the task, any doubts here you have? Yes, Ram Krishna says no. Okay. Yes, Vijay, you can go for edit your particular task. Yes, the task can be edited. For example, this enter keystroke 3 times is right. 3 times we don't want this 3 times. Right click, you can go for delete, and you want to have multiple times. Duplicate, copy, paste. These all things are possible, and also edit. When you say edit, again the window will be opened, you will go for modify it. Okay, so double click. If you go for double click also, it will be there. Everything will do it from here. Generally we don't go for manual process here. Okay, so when you want to modify this particular keystroke, double click, then you will say here you are going to apply for it. Yes, Sahos. Yes, exactly. You can open the calculator also, no problem. So that is also one of the application, right? It can be opened. Yes, Murtuza, how do we relate this with other software platform like VMware, Windows administration, real-time monitoring? Yes, Murtuza, yes, the RPA can be implemented on any application, including Citrix. Even if your client is using the Citrix applications, like we know already Citrix is one of the secured applications, that as well as the VMware and cloud applications. We have inside Citrix, outside Citrix. We have the concept that we'll be discussing. Yes, that is possible. That is possible in Automation Anywhere as well as in Blue Prism. Okay. Now, let me go through the syllabus which we are going to discuss. RPA, Automation Anywhere syllabus, RPA, Blue Prism syllabus. Let me go for RPA, Automation Anywhere syllabus. This is the syllabus we are going to talk about it here. Okay. So now, introduction to RPA and difference between NLP and RPA, and then we will see how the RPA will work, why the automated repeated tasks or process are required for the business. List of RPA tools we have already discussed, and RPA tool selection checklist, and what is the architecture of this RPA product will be discussing next level. Like we have control room, enterprise repository, resource repository we have. Okay, we have multiple things. Let me show you that product architecture. It seems that password has changed for the control room. Let me check with my DBA. Okay, fine. So we'll be talking about product architecture, taskboard, metabot, IQ bots, automation anywhere dashboard, taskboard, recording a task, task creation. Just now we created one simple task, right? Overview of task editor. This will take time. Task view editor features, action list, commands, how to work with Excel sheet, data extraction, loading, variable operations, PDF integration, how to apply the decision making commands like if statements, how to interact with the database, email automation, how to work with file folder commands, error handling, PGP command, web service implementations, metabot, understanding the metabot designer, okay, installing IQ designers, deployment, this all will be discussing in automation anywhere. And in Blue Prism, we will have mainly two studios. In Blue Prism, mainly we have two studios. One is Process Studio, another one is Object Studio. One is Process Studio, another one is Object Studio. These two mainly will be discussing Process Studio and Object Studio. In Process Studio, we are going to design the process where we are going to call multiple objects. We are going to call multiple objects. Then process flow and circular paths and breaking points will be talking, and looping structures, decision statements, and collections will be discussing. Collections are nothing but a group of data items, right? Group of variables. We'll find local and global data items. Data types, case management will be talking, and Blue Prism control room configuration. Credential managers are nothing but when we are connecting to the application. So if I want to execute some business process, definitely I have to log into the application, right? Username and password. So this we will be having either one application or multiple applications. So definitely we have to go for provide the username and password. Credentials will have the things like credentials. Credential manager will be creating, and we are going to use the Blue Prism templates. What are the coding standards we'll maintain? This is another important one. Application modeler we are going to talk, and spying we are going to discuss. Application modeler and spying. Business process coding standards, attributes, waiting, termination. Exception is very important, error management and exception handling. And release manager. Some use cases we are going to talk about this. Okay. So this course will be around 45 days. So 45 hours, 40 to 45 hours it takes time. Okay. So this is how we will be going for the syllabus, automation anywhere and Blue Prism. Okay. So tomorrow I'll be showing you how to create an instance in our Amazon Web Service. Then how to install the product, how to install the automation anywhere, and we'll start initially working with the commands. First we have to discuss all the commands one by one. First we'll be starting automation anywhere Sagar, then we'll be going for Blue Prism. First we'll be talking about automation anywhere, then we'll go for Blue Prism. Yes. Okay, so tomorrow session will be how we can launch an instance in Amazon Web Services, how to install automation software, and then we'll start discussing the different commands and different categories in automation anywhere. And we'll first discuss all the commands one by one, and then we'll take some examples of business processes, and we'll be taking what are the commands we are using in our business process, because once the business process has came, then we have to know which command we have to use to automate that particular process. Okay, fine. Tomorrow also same time, it will be sharp 6 to 7, the same meeting ID that we are going to have tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our final demonstration, and then Monday onwards we'll be starting actual the work it is. Any doubts we have? Fine. Thank you. So let's see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Yes, please enter your email ID. Yes, Sahos business process is nothing but like just now I had done a very simple process, right? Very simple what I have done. I just opened some notepad, I entered some information, then I press enter key 3 times and again entered some information and again something I have done right click. I'll tell you one simple business process. Like I would like to log into the applications and check the notifications, any notifications we have received. If the notifications are received, I would like to open that notification and copy the message and update in some other database. That's a business process. That's a business process. Like invoices, like this we will file. Yes, Murtus, can we provide few work cases for VMware Windows? Definitely will provide. No problem. Don't worry. Okay. Definitely will do it. Yes. Thank you. So let's see you tomorrow. So we'll see the installation process and everything. Thank you very much. Yes.